Well, hello, boys and girls. Hope everything is going well for you and you're finding lots of fun things to do while you're at home these days. I hope you are getting outside, even though it really hasn't been that sunny out, and getting some exercise and spending lots of nice time with your family, reading some good books. You know, books are one of my favorite things. Um, oh, just a second. Hello? Yes, this is Mrs. Avolio. The Tooth Fairy. Well, okay, settle down a minute. Don't get so wound up. Yes. Well, yes, I'm sure they are brushing and flossing their teeth every day. Just because they're not coming to school doesn't mean they're not taking care of themselves. Okay, all right. Well, I'll tell them that you are still on the job in case they lose any teeth, and that to make sure that they keep brushing and flossing. All right. Well, you have a good day, Tooth Fairy. Talk to you later. Anyway, now that we're done with that, the Tooth Fairy wants to make sure that you are brushing and flossing your teeth. But I told her she has nothing to worry about because you guys always take such good care of yourselves. So the book I'm going to share with you today is called Jubal's Wish, and it is by Audrey Wood. She wrote the story, and her husband Don Wood drew the pictures. And as you'll see through this story, he is a great artist. So here we go. Jubal's Wish. And the dedication is for Bonnie and Zach. And I don't know who they are, but I bet that means a lot to them that Don and Audrey Wood dedicated this book to them. And here is Jubal. He is a bullfrog, and look at how cute he is. And he has a picnic basket and a little hat and his bathing suit, and he's skipping along a path. And look at the beautiful colors. I thought this was a good choice for such a gray day. All these beautiful flowers and bright colors. I thought you'd like it. Once upon a bright and sunny day, Jubal Bullfrog skipped down the flower path. He was so happy that his feet barely touched the ground. Before long, he came to the cottage of Gertie Toad and her 7 toadlets. Whackety-whack, Gertie Toad was outside beating a dirty old rug with her broom. "A happy sunny day to you, dear friend," Jubal exclaimed. "What's so happy about it?" Gertie snapped. "The toadlets are into everything and my house is a mess. For all I care, it could be raining." "But I've made a picnic to share," Jubal said, holding up his basket. "Picnic? I don't have time for that," Gertie grumped. "Work, work, work. That's all I ever do." Gertie Toad heaved the rug over her shoulder and stomped into her cottage. Did you hear all those different words for said on that page? Exclaimed and grumped and snapped. Really good ones. I'm trying to make the voices sound like the personality and the feelings of the character for you today. So let's see if I can do it. And here's your picture that's just like the cover. I know you like finding that. Jubal looked up. The sky was blue and the birds were singing in the trees. A splendid feeling of wonder moved up from his toes to the tip of his nose. Grasping his basket, Jubal skipped on, whistling a happy tune. Down by the river, Jubal found Captain Delbert Lizard, lounging in the shade of his sailboat, the Molly Bee. "A happy sunny day to you, dear friend," Jubal called. The lizard opened one eye and sighed. "My happy days are over," he said. "Once I was a great captain, bound for adventure with a fine crew, but now no one wants to sail in an old boat with an old captain." "I know just what you need," Jubal said, holding up his basket. "A picnic always makes everything better." "Sorry, Jubal," Captain Delbert said as he slowly climbed the ladder to his cabin. "I'm not in the mood." Jubal's trying to cheer people up, and people don't seem to want any of it, huh? Have you ever felt like that? Yeah. For a moment, Jubal thought, maybe I should be unhappy too. But the fresh grass and sweet flowers smelled so good. Jubal plopped down beneath a daisy and took a deep breath. He leaned back, closed his eyes, and said, "I wish there was something I could do to make my friends happy as happy as I am on this glorious day." A butterfly came dancing over his head and landed on the daisy. Then something wondrous happened. A great hand reached down and scooped Jubal up high into the air. "Do you need a wish?" a wizard asked the startled bullfrog. Look at Jubal's face in that picture. And there, see the wizard? I hope it's a good wizard. Reaching into his pocket, the wizard brought out a small twinkling star. "It's a wish," he said, "and it's yours if you want it." "A wish?" Jubal exclaimed. "Do they really come true?" "Dreams and wishes, wishes and dreams," the wizard said with a wink. "Sometimes they work, and sometimes they don't. You never know how it'll turn out in the end." The bullfrog took the twinkling star and held it next to his heart. "I wish Gertie Toad's housework was done, and the toadlets were well behaved, and Captain Delbert had his adventures back. That's my wish." Jubal opened his eyes, and he was back beneath the daisy. The wizard was gone, and the twinkling star had disappeared. Racing over to the Molly Bee, he hurried up the ladder. "Captain, Captain," he called, knocking on the cabin door. "Are you happy now?" The door slowly opened. Captain Delbert squinted out at the bullfrog. "Oh, Jubal," he groaned. "I bumped my head, stubbed my toe, and burned my biscuits. Someone must have put a curse on me. Go away and leave an old salt to his troubles." I think a salt in this situation means like an old person that's a sailor, sailing on the sea, and the sea is salty. As Jubal walked back down the path, look at him now. Is he skipping or happy? No, he's all hunched over and dragging his picnic basket. As Jubal walked back up the path, a dark cloud gathered in the sky, hiding the sun. When the bullfrog passed Gertie Toad's cottage, he heard her yelling inside, "Stop squabbling! What a mess! Pick up your toys!" Thunder boomed and lightning flashed. You see, there's Gertie in there with her crazy toadlets. And there's Jubal walking down the road. It doesn't sound like his wish worked. People are in even a worse mood now. Oh, and look at Jubal. Before long, Jubal came to a large toadstool. He climbed up and sat down to think. "My wish didn't work. That wizard tricked me. Captain Delbert and Gertie are more miserable than ever. And what has happened to my happy sunny day?" A tear trickled down his cheek just as the first drop of rain plopped onto his nose. Jubal sobbed, and the rain poured down. And you know what sobbed means, right? Just cried so, so hard. The rain made deep puddles. Look at Jubal, he looks really scared now. The puddles ran together and formed a stream, and the stream grew wider and soon became a rushing river. Jubal didn't notice what was happening until icy water washed over his toes. "Oh dear," he cried, "it's a flood. I'll be swept away. What could happen now? Doesn't seem like things could get any worse." And look at the river, how the big white-capped waves are on it now. Hold on, Jubal. Great waves rolled toward the bullfrog. "Somebody help me," he shouted. "I'm stranded." A faint voice called in the distance, "Jubal, where are you?" "I'm over here," he yelled, trying to see through the blinding rain. A struggling sailboat bobbed into view. "Hang on, Jubal," an anxious voice called. "We're almost there." Do you see the sailboat? Right there. Look at that. Who's that? Gertie. Wait, Gertie's up here, and there's Jubal, and she's grabbing him. And there's Captain Delbert way down there, steering the boat. I wonder if you're having any predictions about what's going to happen now. I am. The sailboat fought its way through the storm until it struck the toadstool with a bump. Gertie and her toadlets pulled Jubal from the stormy water just in time. Welcome aboard, matey, Captain Delbert shouted as he slapped his friend on the back. What a day, eh? I haven't seen this much action since the Typhoon of '49. Good work, Toadlets. You are a fine crew. Aye, aye, Captain, the Toadlets agreed. Oh, Jubal, I'm so glad you're safe, Gertie Toad said, hugging him. It's a miracle. Our cottage floated away and Captain Delbert rescued us all. Gracious, exclaimed Jubal. What will you do now? Oh, maybe you want to see this. There's all the Toadlets. They're dressed like little sailors. See them? And there's Gertie hugging Jubal. And look at how Gertie's smiling and the captain's smiling. The Toadlets aren't wild anymore. I know what to do, Captain Delbert said. We'll go on a grand adventure. The Toadlets will be my crew, and Gertie will make a great first mate. If you're needing a cook, Jubal said, holding up his picnic basket, our first meal is ready to serve. Let's eat, Captain Delbert exclaimed. Just then, the sun appeared in the sky, making a rainbow over the water. Can you picture that? It's like a dream or a wish come true, Gertie Toad said. You're going to love this last picture. I'll get it closer for you. Dreams and wishes. Wishes and dreams, Jubal said with a wink. Sometimes they work, and sometimes they don't. You never know how they'll turn out in the end. And did you remember hearing those words before when the wizard said them? How do you think this wish turned out? All right. Well, I'll let you think about that. And I hope you are doing well, and I miss you so. And I'll make another video for you soon. Bye.